Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylee of Kaylee Plans, and today I have another very exciting unboxing video to share with you guys. So let me explain. I know I said that I was not going to buy any more luxury for the rest of the year, but Louis Vuitton, as I'm sure you would know if you are a Vuitton fan, recently pulled a lot of their small leather goods and are discontinuing them. So that led me to panic buy an item that I kind of have had on a wish list, but hasn't really been like a want, really desirably bad list. And you know, I've been kind of saving up for it and things like that. I do cash envelopes to save up for my Vuitton items. So this one was kind of like a little bit out of left field, but I did want to get it in the event that Vuitton continues to pull more of their small leather good items. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show you guys what it is that I am talking about here. Judging by the size of it, does anybody know what it is yet? Comment down below if you know what it is. I always like to keep my ribbon folded up nicely in the box in case I ever do want to resell it. I also can kind of include all of the original packaging with the item and with my resale price, because I'm going to have all of the items that come with the packaging. So let's go ahead and see what I actually got. Ooh, this is a different bag. I've never received a Louis Vuitton item with a drawstring bag. They usually have like the flap. So this is kind of cute and different, but I'm kind of nervous because I went to see this item in person at the store and it was imperfect, and so I asked if I could order a new one and they said yes. So it took a little while to actually receive it, but here she is. I decided to get the Monogram MM Agenda. I've just been wanting it, like, in the back of my mind, you know? So let me just go ahead and investigate some of the problem areas on the one that I had originally purchased. So the monogram looks okay. I noticed that there was some, like, faded spots on the one that was in store. So the monogram looks okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at our rings. So actually, these rings are perfect. That's almost more important to me than the scratch on the clasp, because they had probably 10 different you know, patterns. They had all of the damier patterns and the epi leather and everything like that. But on all of the ones that they had in store, all of the rings were gaping. So let me just look at it. Sorry, I'm gonna pull it back, but yeah, no. The rings are in really, really good condition. So that is the full unboxing. Now, I did want to kind of explain how I am going to be using this agenda, because as you guys might know if you have been around for a while, I do not like personal size. I have never, ever planned in personal size, except for the one time that I bought like a $3 planner cover in personal size to see if I like the size, and I hated it because the paper is the exact same width as a pocket size paper, it's just longer. If I'm gonna have a bigger agenda, I want more writing space across. And so, I mean, writing down isn't really, I mean, you're only going to fit the same amount of words going across if the paper is equally wide. So just having a longer page doesn't really change. I mean, I know that it gives you more room to write down, but like, you know what I mean? I just like a wider, if I'm going to go with a bigger agenda, I would want more writing space across the width, basically. So yeah, the reason I bring that up is because in case you don't know, the Louis Vuitton Agenda is formulated to fit personal size inserts. So since I don't have any intentions of using any personal size inserts, I wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm going to be doing instead. And so this idea is inspired, let me pull up her Instagram here. But Arenthia of Planning Happiness, she is like one of my favorite Louis Vuitton reference people. And so she kind of gave me this idea where she purchased A6 inserts unpunched and then printed her insert and then punched the unpunched paper with the personal size holes so that it lines up to fit in your agenda, but the paper size that you're actually using is going to be A6 instead of personal. So let me see if I can find where she did it. I guess she doesn't have it, so let me kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so this here is my A6 agenda that I used at the beginning of 2020. Sorry, I was just like, what is this little sheet of paper? And so obviously these are all A6 inserts and everything like that. Now, to kind of show you guys what I mean about the holes is that if I take a standard A6 insert and I try to put it into my medium, it's not gonna line up. So as you can see, this hole falls in the middle of these two, this hole falls in the middle of these two rings, and then this hole doesn't even fall within any rings. So it lines up at the top, but it does not line up at the bottom. And so how do you counteract that? So you would want to order from Handy Forms their A6 blank pages, unpunched, not punched. And so when you purchase this, I'm just gonna pull out the written on copy, but I did want to show you. This is how the A6 size fits in this agenda. Now, if we had a personal size, which I don't because I hate personal size, but I do have a pocket size. This is the width that personal size would be. The pages would obviously go all the way to the bottom, but that is how wide the page would be. That is ridiculous to me. What are we doing with all of this extra agenda space? So I do wish that this agenda did come with A6 rings. I mean, look at just how much better the inserts fill up the border. Obviously, I will have to work with the amazing Gracie Edits to get some custom dashboards made where I have them unpunched, or ask her to specifically make me A6 dashboards without, I'm sorry, not dashboards, dividers and dashboards, but her dividers where she makes them in the A6 size, but either doesn't punch them or punches them with the personal size. So I wanted to show you guys what this would look like actually punched to fit, because right, with this hole punch, you do have the option to do the A6 size, but we are gonna do it in personal size. Guys, always check your measurements, because I have punched so many times and it was set to the wrong settings, and then I freaking obviously wasted a whole insert. So I just wanted to double check that I did that right. I was like not paying attention. So we are doing personal. Don't set it to A6. I thought for a second that I set it for A6. So you're just gonna pop it in there. Obviously you're gonna align it with the little node here and just pop that bad boy in. Let me punch it on the right side here. Not that there really is a right side. Okay, so I punched my personal holes on A6. As you can see, it almost like reaches the top in a weird way, but it's fine because now the page actually fits the rings, but is the larger size. So I'm really excited to try this because I do think that an A6 agenda is just a little too chunky, but that is the nice thing about the Louis Vuitton. I'm not going to close it, guys, because every time you open and close these things, you just take years off of the life. So I do like the kind of compactness of this agenda. It is the same height almost, I would say, like the slightest sliver more in height, and then width-wise, it's almost an inch bigger. So they're the same height, but width-wise, you get a much more narrow kind of compact agenda. I also want to say that I think these are 25 millimeter rings. I would have to confirm though. And I'm just checking like the condition of the interior of the planner, and everything looks good. Oh, did I speak too soon? I was gonna say I don't think any of the pockets are sticky, but okay, no. Okay. No, we're good. So yeah, I mean, obviously I love Louis Vuitton. The nice thing about this too is that I have the satisfaction of now owning all 3 sizes in the monogram, because I have heard rumors that the monogram is gonna get discontinued. So this is an A5 size. This is the new MM size, which is personal, but I prefer to make it an A6. And then of course we have the PM agenda, which is pocket size. Oh, the pen. I want to check the pen loop, because obviously if you have the PM agenda, you know that the pen loop is insanely small. I did find these Pilot pens at a Japanese bookstore near me, but they are skinny enough to actually fit inside of these agendas, or inside of the pen loop for this agenda. So I wanted to see, oh yeah, honey, this fits a regular pen. Yeah, so pen loop is good. The size is really good. I just wish that the rings fit A6 proper, but it is just easier to find the personal size inserts, so I understand why they do it. And then obviously my A5. So that's a little comparison video. It is really nice to have the trifecta. But yeah, guys, so that is everything. Leave any questions that you might have down below. I'm obviously going to be following up this video with a setup video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Like this video if you like this video, subscribe down below if you want to subscribe, join us over on Instagram if you want to be part of the family, and stay safe. Bye.